Hello everyone, my name is Devarajala Geeta Madhuri. Today we will discuss about abdominal examination.
Please.
D. Ravi Kumar,
Your age?
56.
Do you have any pain in your abdomen?
No.
Any pain in your stomach?
No.
Before you begin examination, provide privacy, perform hand hygiene and inform the patient. Equipment required is stethoscope. Before we begin systemic examination, we are going to divide the front side of abdominal wall in 9 different parts by 2 vertical lines and 2 horizontal lines. 2 vertical lines we have to draw from the midpoint of clavicular bone. So here it is the right mid clavicular line and the left mid clavicular line. And 2 horizontal lines we have to draw the upper horizontal line from the lowest bony part of the lower rib, and the lower horizontal line we have to draw from the upper border of the tubercle of the iliac crest. So these 2 vertical and 2 horizontal lines going to divide the anterior abdominal wall in 9 different parts. It is the right hypochondrium and the left hypochondrium. There is a right hypochondrium and a left hypochondrium. In between these 2 hypochondrium is the epigastrium. Similarly, here is the right lumbar and the left lumbar. In between these 2 is the umbilicus. And the right iliac fossa, left iliac fossa. In between these 2 iliac fossa is the hypogastrium or the suprapubic. The right hypochondrium, epigastrium and left hypochondrium, right lumbar, umbilicus and left lumbar. And this is the right iliac fossa, hypogastrium or suprapubic, and the left iliac fossa. Inspection: look for the skin color, scars, suture marks, shape of the abdomen, which is normally a boat shape, distension of the abdomen, causes, fat, fluid, flatus fluid, fetus, full urinary bladder, fecus, and abdominal movements. Look on both the sides. If it is absent, it is in peritonitis. Abdominal pulsations are normally not visible. Aortic pulsations in anemic or nervous patients. Expansible pulsations in aortic aneurysm. Umbilicus is normally centrally situated and inverted. Normally the distance between the xiphisternum and the umbilicus and symphysis pubis is same. Dilated veins, which is seen in the inferior vena cava obstruction, which is on the sides of the abdomen. You can see this dilated veins on the sides of the abdomen. And then another is a portal vena cava obstruction, that is capita mediosi, which will be like this in the central. Palpation: look for the temperature and the tenderness and do superficial palpation. And deep palpation includes liver palpation, spleen palpation and kidney palpation. Try to look for the temperature or any local rise of temperature with the dorsum of the hand. And tenderness means pain on touch. If tenderness is felt in epigastrium, then it is peptic ulcer. If it is felt in right hypochondrium, hepatitis or cholecystitis. If it is felt in right iliac fossa, then it is appendicitis. Guarding means contraction of muscle of abdomen as a part of defense over tender region, and rigidity means contraction of muscle of abdomen as a part of defense over inflamed region or organ. Site of the viscera palpation. First, make the patient to lie in supine position. Relax the abdominal muscle. Legs should be semi-flexed at knee joint and hip joint as shown in this. So before you start deep palpation, this position is must. Liver palpation. Make the patient to lie in supine position. Leg should be semi-flexed at knee and hip joint. Stand on right side of the patient. Start deep palpation from the right iliac fossa upwards towards right hypochondrium. At the height of inspiration, press fingers firmly inwards and upwards. Hooking method. Make the patient to lie in supine position. Leg should be semi-flexed at knee and hip joint. Stand on right side of the patient. Try to make hook of the fingers and insert under lower right costal margin. Normally, the liver is not palpable in infective hepatitis and hepatic tumors, which is seen in hepatomegaly, that is, the liver gets enlarged. Make the patient to lie in supine position and the leg should be semi-flexed at the knee and hip joint. Stand on right side of the patient. Start deep palpation from the right iliac fossa towards left hypochondrium as spleen enlargement occurs in the direction of umbilicus. Spleen palpation and hooking method. Right lateral position of patient. Legs should be semi-flexed at knee and hip joint. Stand on left side of the patient. Try to make hook of fingers and insert under left lower costal margin. Normally, spleen is not palpable. Splenomegaly is seen in malaria, Kala Azar, and leukemia. Knee palpation by the manual method. Make the patient in supine position. Leg should be semi-flexed at knee and hip joint. Stand on the right side of the patient. For right kidney, put one hand on the posterior side of the right lumbar region and do deep palpation with the other hand on the anterior side of the right lumbar region. Normally, kidney is not palpable. Renomegaly is seen in conditions like acute renal failure, amyloidosis, and renal lymphoma, pyrogranulomatosis, nephritis. Percussion. Do tympanic move over abdominal percussion, tidal percussion, horseshoe shaped dullness, shifting dullness, and fluid thrill. Identify the second intercostal space. Start percussion downwards till resonant note is converted to dull note. This is the upper border of the liver. The borders of the liver are right 5th intercostal space in mid-clavicular line, right 7th intercostal space in anterior axillary line, and right 9th intercostal space in scapulary line. Shifting dullness. Percus outward from the umbilicus. Mark the point when tympanic note is converted to dull note due to the presence of fluid, as in the case of ascites patients. Put your finger on the same point and tell the patient to rotate on the opposite side. Wait for 15 seconds. Percus same point again. You will hear the tympanic note as fluid has been moved to the opposite side. Auscultation. Peristalsis, a distinctive pattern of smooth muscle contractions that propels foodstuffs distally through the esophagus and intestine. Auscultate with the diaphragm for bowel sound. Start in the right lower quadrant and go clockwise in all the quadrants. Right upper quadrant and slowly to the left upper quadrant and left lower quadrant, and it should hear for 5 to 30 seconds per minute. If no bowel sounds are noted, listen for 5 full minutes. Auscultate for the bruits. Aorta slightly below the xiphoid process, midline with the umbilicus. And renal arteries go slightly down to the right and left at the aortic site. Then iliac arteries go few inches down from the belly button at the right and left sides to listen. And then the femoral arteries, which is found in the right and the left groin.